Torrens behind the plate has been a guy that's been right around league average in throwing out opposing base stealers throughout his career, right at 22% until he got under the tutelage of Glenn Sherlock.
Off the plate, delayed steal, throw down to second base, the tag, and Carroll is out. Luis Torrens cuts down another. And he's not just throwing out any old average Joe. He gets Corbin Carroll.
Third walk issued by Kodai Senga today. That'll bring up Alec Thomas. Shot out towards left center field. That's going to split the gap and go to the wall. Suarez burning towards third. He'll be waved around.
Lindor receives the cutoff throw, turns and fires into the plate. The tag by Torrens in time. And the Mets keep the Diamondbacks off the board on a beautiful relay throw from left field.
You know, Torrens has made some great tags, but that one was easy. Second time through the order, they hit 117 against Kelly. Third time through, just 208. And Soto gets under one to deep center field. Back goes Thomas to the warning track near the wall, and it's out of here. Juan Soto hits it over the 25-foot yellow line in center field for his 6th home run of the year.
That was a mammoth shot. My goodness. He knew it too. Swung at it. Held the pose, gave it a look.
Senga walked 5 of his first 10 batters, could not find the plate early on. He wound up throwing 89 pitches over 6 innings. No runs, 2 hits, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, a wild pitch through 7 starts with a 1.16 ERA.
And now the Mets have insurance 90 feet away for Luis Angel Acuna.
And he lines one up the middle for a base hit, and that has a run in it. Torrens and Acuna each making their first start in this series, combined to give the Mets their 2nd run.
And the Mets have another runner in scoring position.
2-0 New York. 1 out in the top of the 7th inning.
And McNeil strokes one into right center field for a base hit. That'll bring in Acuna. It rolls all the way back to the wall. And Jeff McNeil has his 2nd triple of the year. 3-0 New York.
And he just made it into third base ahead of the throw, but he's coming out for Jose Azocar. Might have tweaked something because he gave a look into the first base dugout.
Jalen Beeks, who got the final 2 outs in the 7th, stays on for the 8th, facing Soto. And Watt hits one out to left field. That's it well. Back goes Gurriel, takes a look, and it's out of here! Soto with his 2nd of the game. His 2nd 2-home run game against the Diamondbacks in the last 10 days. And the Mets now have a 4-0 lead in the 8th.
Bottom of the 8th inning, it is go time for the Diamondbacks. Tyrone Taylor's going back, looking up. This ball is gone! Home run for Carroll off the center field wall. A moonshot, and that's going to make it 4-1.
So now Lindor, his 2nd straight right-handed at bat. He flied out against Jalen Beeks in the 7th. 1 for 4 on the day.
It's pulled down the left field line. That is a base hit heading toward the corner. It bangs up against the fence. 2-run score. Lindor doubles. He's at 2nd. 6-1 Mets in the 9th. More insurance late in Arizona. And for Lindor, his 2nd double of the day.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Carlos Santana, the hitter. And the last thing manager Dave Martinez wants to do is go to his bullpen. He had such disastrous results in the doubleheader yesterday. That bullpen gave up 13 runs in the doubleheader from the 7th inning on. Nobody out for Carlos Santana.
That hit is hit hard to right field. That'll get down and go to the wall. Quad scores, Schneemann scores, Ramirez into third, Rugi's going to wave him home. Here comes the tying run to the plate. Save! It's a brand new ball game. On a bases clearing 3-run double from Carlos Santana. And they are loaded. But right now, Lopez has got to go to work against Martinez. Ground ball up the middle and through. The Guardians take the lead. Santana scores. Here comes Arias. Angel Martinez delivers a 2-run single. And the Guardians' big inning continues. So after facing the 3-batter minimum, Jorge Lopez will take a shower. Andrew Chafin. Runners are at 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. Brian Rocchio swing and the ball gets away. Coming home to score. The wild pitch parade continues in D.C. It's the 2nd of the inning. Through 5, and now the Guardians with 6 on the board, and mind you, still only 1 out with a runner at third base. Rocchio pulls it to third. Coming home and scoring is Angel Martinez, and it's a 7-run 6th for the Guards.
And Chafin's walked 2 in a row, and now Jose Ramirez gets to bat right-handed. He was hit by a pitch earlier in this inning.
A hammer shot into left field. Quad around third, they'll wave him home. Alex Cole's throw to the plate is not in time. Jose Ramirez with an RBI single and Stephen Kwan. And now it's an 8-run seventh for Cleveland. 2 down.
C.J. Abrams at shortstop, 1 for 4 today. That's going to get the job done up the middle. Coming around to score is Garcia. Cruz to third. Throw home and in under it. And now it's 8-4. Well, Stephen Vogt is smelling a sweet. Cade Smith has been warming up. Nats did rough him up in the first game yesterday. One of the few times he has struggled this year. Here he comes against Ahmed Rosario. That's got a chance. It gets through. Cruz is home. Here comes Abram. Hello. It is 8-6.
And Washington's down to its last out. And James Wood, their young phenom, 2 for 4 with a double and a single.
Line drive left field. Book it. Schneemann hangs on and the Guardians take the rubber match. They win at 8-6 as Clase nails down the save. And Cleveland finishes the road trip in grand style, winning both series in Toronto and in Washington. And they'll head home winners in 7 of their last 9 games.
Brian Wu, a Bay Area guy who has just flat out dominated this A's team over the course of his young career.
He was downright been mean to them.
And the A's have him on the corners early with nobody out in the bottom of the first. Miguel had a couple of RBIs last night, and that's through for a hit. Wilson comes in to score, and Andujar's tear continues.
Man, you give Andujar an RBI opportunity, and his eyes light up.
This is where the Athletics have done a nice job, 4th with runners in scoring position.
JJ 3 for 12 in his career against Brian Wu. 2-2, and that's lined into the alley in right center field. It's going to drop down and go all the way to the wall. Soderstrom scores. Here comes Andujar. Blade pulls into second base with a 2 RBI double, and the A's now lead 3-0.
And the A's have jumped on Brian Wu in the first inning today as they've taken a 3-0 lead.
The bottom of the 4th inning with Butler, Urias, and Brown. And Lawrence cracks one to deep right field. Taveras going back. That ball is onto the berm.
For Butler, his 6th home run of the year and RBI number 13, and the A's lead 4-0. No doubt about it off the bat. 417 feet, 110 off the bat. You know, for Wu, he's allowed more runs in this game than he had in his whole career coming in against the A's.
1-2, grounded off the diving glove of Tellez. That trickles into the corner. Brown is going to score. Wilson to second base. He has another double, and it's 5-0.
He hits the double, his 50th hit of the year, and the A's lead 5-0. Just a machine.
It's a 5-1 A's lead.
The Mariners now runners at first and second.
Mariners have a chance here to really take a chunk out of that A's lead. Fly ball right field. Rowdy Tellez. Everybody's watching. It's gone. Right back in this ball game. A 3-run bomb from Rowdy Tellez. What a comeback.
Here's Wilson, who is 3 for 3 on the day.
3-1. Make that a 4th hit, a 4 for 4 day for Jacob Wilson. It doesn't matter where you put it. The bat is going to find the ball.
It's a huge bang for Mastrobuoni. A base hit can tie this one up. And here is Leody Taveras, who's making his Mariners debut today. Ground ball, and it's into left field. Mastrobuoni rounds on his way home. Welcome to the Mariners, Leody Taveras.
The Mariners were down 5-0. They have tied the game at 5-5, and now the Mariners have the go-ahead run out at second base.
This has been the series. This has been the storyline.
Into the gap in right center field. The Mariners have taken an 8th inning lead. Dylan Moore delivers. Taveras scores, and the Mariners are in front 6-5.
The comeback continues, and for the first time this afternoon, the Mariners have the lead 6-5 over the A's. Holy smokes, the Cardiac Kids keep on rolling.
So Myers is aboard with 2 out for Zach DeCinzo, right-handed hitting left fielder, batting .260.
Jake on the go, and there's a base hit over the head of the third baseman, Capper down the left field line. Jake's going to be waved around. Here comes the relay throw. It will not be in time. Myers with a head-first slide. Astros lead 1-0 thanks to Zach DeCinzo and Jake on the move.
9th place hitter Joey Ortiz.
How about Jake? Yes, he did. Jake Myers makes a phenomenal play in center field. Jake continues to play exceptional defense.
Jake has been doing it on offense. Now the glove is getting it done.
And now second and third for the Astros, and one away.
Ground ball in with the infield in. They're going to have to make a tough throw, and the head first slide will be out at home plate. The Astros are going to challenge the play at the plate. They can challenge two things. They can challenge whether the catcher was blocking the plate, and they can also challenge whether he was safe.
I don't think I realized until that replay that maybe that left hand slid into the plate before the tag.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. Runner is safe. Houston will retain their challenge.
Good review for the boys underneath. Joe Espada's team now leads 2-0. Altuve now with first and third, one out. That ball gets away. In the score is going to be Rogers. Haas had no idea where the ball was. It's 3-0 Astros.
Astros getting some breaks, some bad defense.
And now here's Eric Haas. Haas a strikeout victim back in the third. Haas a fly ball into deep left center field, and this ball is gone. The Brewers are on the board on the Haas homer.
Always seems to do something positive when he's in the lineup.
Jeremy had his 9-game hitting streak snap last night. He is 0 for 3 today. Hits this ball deep to left field. Collins going back. He's near the wall. That ball's gone. 3-run home run for JP3. And the Astros out in front 6-1. Pena's 5th home run of the year to lead the Astros. Robert's been very good. A 2-out home run solo shot to Eric Haas, the only run allowed. The other 2 hits were back-to-back singles back in the second inning by Daz Cameron and Caleb Durbin. A couple of walks in the mix, but he's also struck out 7.
Runners at the corners with nobody out for Isaac Paredes, who's walked twice and struck out twice.
And right now it's 7-1 thanks to Isaac Paredes going inside out for that base hit. Pena will score his team-leading 19th run of the season. The Astros lead at 7-1.
Check swing ground ball to first base. Hoskins will take care of it for out number 1. Second and third, one away.
Yainer with a base hit. That's going to score 2 more. Altuve scores. Paredes will score. Yainer digging for second. He'll be safe with a 2 RBI double. Astros breaking this one open in the 9th. It's now 9-1.
A little bit of a homecoming for Josh Hader as he takes the mound for the first time in a uniform other than the Milwaukee Brewers.
Thurman gets hit by that pitch on the hand, and that'll load the bases. Hader had a little bit of a scare there with the bases loaded, but he gets the final out of this one, and the Astros win 9-1.
And right after the 9-run inning, let's back it up with a little threat. Give a shimmy.
So Giants had 2 on, nobody out. Now 2 on, 2 outs. And they're RBI guys so far this year. Wilmer Flores at the plate. Flores into right field, sinking fast. It's going to get down, base hit. Yastrzemski will come in to score. The throw goes toward third, but offline. Wilmer does it again. It's 1-0 Giants.
The Reyes faced 4 batters this inning and thrown 26 pitches. He's working awfully hard.
And it's given Seiya Suzuki an opportunity to tie this game or more. Got him. He got the call with the slider there.
So a good opportunity here for the Giants, leading 1-0.
A walk and a single have put men at first and second for San Francisco.
Now that is fair, right past the first baseman Turner, down into the corner.
It is 2-0 Giants, and they're set up for more.
Tough run scoring environment. A base hit here really changes the feel of this game.
Into center field, base hit.
In to score Wilmer. Here comes the throw coming home. Wade slides. He's safe. Cubs are going to take a look. Great throw from Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pretty good look at it right there. Fans react. The Cubs are leaving the field before the announcement is even made.
After review, the call on the field is overturned.
Another great throw from Pete Crow Armstrong. The Cubs will get some men on base, but the way this wind is blowing, you're going to have to do something to generate some offense.
Cubs trail 3-0. Let's see if they can get on the board. Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate.
Fly ball left field. Ramos waits on it. Now charging in. And some more. And it falls. And the Cubs get a run. Horner in to score. PCA to second. And it's a 3-1 game. Welcome to Wrigley. He's got to be like, why do you keep picking on me?
Cubs have just 3 hits today against Robbie Ray. Ray looking for his 5th win without a loss.
Right field, Yaz. 1 away.
And even in his no decisions, you know he's kept his team in the game because the Giants are 7-0 in his starts this year.
Ground ball to short. Adames takes it. 1 hop, throws to first, 2 down.
95 pitches for Robbie Ray. quite possibly his last inning of work.
Turner, fly ball right field. Yaz back, still going back onto the warning track. He'll catch it out number 3.
You saw the smiles from Robbie Ray in the dugout, so I do believe close to 100 pitches, did his job today.
We have reached the moment of truth, the bottom of the 9th inning.
Up the middle, and it'll get through. First hit since the 4th inning.
Pull off another comeback here in the 9th.
On the ground is short. Adames. There's one. Double play. That's big time. So 2 outs. Giants 1 out away from a win and a series win here in Chicago. On the ground. Chapman picks it. Chapman got him.
The ball game is over, and the Giants take the series from the Cubs.
A couple of teams streaking in different directions here. The Cardinals have won 4 straight. The Buccos have lost 6 in a row. They've lost 9 of 10, and Sonny Gray looks to keep that going for him. Sonny's making his 8th start of the season. That leads the club.
And the Cardinals are hungry for a sweep today.
It starts with O'Neill Cruz, leads baseball with 4 leadoff home runs.
Payoff pitch is strike 3 inside corner. Nice comeback for Sonny Gray. Cruz caught looking, 1 down.
2 outs. Now Cruz with 2 outs and the bases empty. Cruz struck out looking on a fastball in the first.
Next delivery to Cruz is swung on and missed. He struck him out. So 3 strikeouts for Gray. The second time he's gotten Cruz. A 1-out walk to Victor Scott the second. Lars Nootbaar lined a single into left center field to get things going for the Cardinals in the first inning. He was erased on a double play.
Victor takes off. Great jump. Line drive right center field. That's down for a hit. Victor on his way to third. They're going to wave him. Here he comes. Throwing to second. Throw to the plate. It's going to be late. Pop Warner never hesitated. Victor Scott scores from first on a Nootbaar single, and the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead.
Well, you want to talk about a skill set here. How about the skill set of Victor Scott the second? He was going on the pitch, sees it into center field, picks up Pop Warner over at third, and keeps on flying all the way around.
1-0 Cardinals. Mason Wynn a chance to drive in another. A little looper to right field, and that's going to drop for a hit. Nootbaar rounds third. He's going to score. The throw goes into second base. He's safe there. A double for Mason Wynn going the other way, and it's 2-0 St. Louis.
Just put the ball in play, and that's what Mason did. He kept taking a look to the right side of the field and got under this one some. It was a sweeper away, but he hit the ball off the end of the bat just far enough to get the ball over Valdez. Keller goes after Mason Wynn. A double play and RBI double today.
And that's inside the bag fair, headed for the side wall. Victor on his way to third. They're going to wave him again. Here he comes. There'll be no play at the plate.
Scott scores all the way from first on a double by Wynn. 3-0 Cardinals. That is so exciting.
Sonny Gray has struck out 7, walked 1. He's given up 2 singles, 83 pitches to start the frame. And Manuel Valdez is 0 for 2.
On the ground to the right side. Contreras to Gray. It's good work. 1 out.
Hayes had a hit today. That came back in the second inning. A single. 1 for 2.
Swing and a miss. Sonny Gray mesmerizes Ke'Bryan Hayes.
There's a ground ball to third, and it's handled by Gorman. He makes the throw across, and an easy inning for Sonny Gray.
Colin Holderman coming on for the Pirates here in the 8th inning.
Jordan Walker 0 for 4 lifetime against Holderman.
On the ground up the middle. And throw for a base hit. Walker knocks in 2 huge runs. It's 5-0.
It wasn't in, it wasn't off the plate, it was middle down, and that's exactly where Jordan took it, right back up the box.
So Harper draws a 2-out walk, and that'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber is on a tear of late, 12 homers now after going deep last night.
And there's a diving stop made by Walls, but he's got no play, and he remains perfect this year. He's been on base in every game. Dating back to last year, it's 42 games.
That'll bring up Trey Turner. Turner grounded out to first his first time up.
He had a 10-pitch at bat in the first inning. And a high fly ball to deep left field. Forget about it. Off the scoreboard. And the Phillies take a 1-0 lead on the second home run of the year for Trey Turner.
This is a fastball that comes in a lot less hard than it goes out. This ball is absolutely smoked.
So Turner puts the Phillies on the board with his second of the season.
So 1 gone, first and third now.
Super important for Rojas to put the ball home plate somewhere, try to get that run in.
He bunts. Picked up by Boz, and Realmuto slides in safely. And Rojas, with his blazing speed, is going to get an RBI, and the Phillies lead it 2-0.
And now runners first and second.
Now you get back to the top of the lineup and Bryson Stott.
Left side, base hit it to left field for Stott. Here comes Bohm. He'll score.
The last night, Tom, they went with the big ball. Today they're going with the small ball.
Phillies lead it 3-0.
So now it's men at the corners with Trey Turner, who homered to start the score.
Bouncer through the hole on the right side. They're finding every hole. Rojas will score, and the Phillies keep adding on. They now lead it 4-0.
Just keeping the line moving. And here comes Bryce Harper.
Line drive, base hit it to left center field. That's going to scoot toward the track. Stott is in. Here comes Turner. Harper with a 2-run double.
The Phillies breaking it wide open. They lead it 6-0 here in the fourth.
And that's going to be it for Shane Boz. Phillies have built a 6-0 lead.
Christopher Sanchez, first of all, 1 hit, fewest hits he's allowed this season.
Changeup has been really good. The sinker's been really good. It's just been a very dominant performance by Sanchez.
Rojas, who had an RBI his last time up. Line drive out to center field. That'll be in for a base hit. And Rojas has a base hit here in the 6th inning. You can run on this Rays catching tandem. There he goes. Pitches a strike. Throw to second base. Not a strike. 5 stolen bases for Rojas. Line drive out to left field. That's in for a base hit.
Coming around third is Rojas, and Bryson Stott with another RBI single. 7 runs scored for the Phillies tonight. They have scored 7 or more runs 7 times in the last 10 games.
Even though the Phillies are up 7-0, if a relief pitcher goes 3 innings to finish off a game, he gets credited with a save. Swing and a miss. He got him. 3 scoreless innings to pick up his first major league save. In relief of Christopher Sanchez, a combined 2-hit shutout. It is the 5th time this year that the Rays have been shut out at home.
Friedel had a base hit, 2 walks, and a steal last night. Holmes has handcuffed lefties on the year. Payoff to right center with good carry. And that is gone! That's the first home run by a lefty ever off Grant Holmes. And 1 batter in, they have a run.
I mean, Hunter Green has come out tonight pitching like a boss. And I'm sure he feels the pressure as well of a 4-game losing streak and being the #1 pitcher on this club.
He swings and misses right through a fastball at 100 and down on strikes, Matt Olson.
That is just nasty. Oh, my goodness, that ought to be against the law.
0-2. Swing and a miss. He got beat with the high heat there. Hunter Green strikes out the side.
1 out, top of the order at Friedel. Homered into the Braves bullpen. Drives this ball again to right center. Harris the second going back. It's the same spot. He did it again. Back-to-back bullpen bombs for TJ Friedel.
And now 2 on, back-to-back singles here to begin the Braves' 3rd inning.
You know, not only does Hunter Green have his good stuff tonight, I mean an easy fastball at 100 miles an hour and good secondary, he's got that look in his eye. I mean, I think he realizes how important he is to this ball club, and this is a big game.
Now Austin Riley will come to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Pitch to Riley in the air to center field. TJ Friedel's right there in his tracks to make the catch. Hunter Green has struck out 6 through 3 innings of scoreless baseball.
3-0 Reds, top of the 4th.
So 2 down in the inning. Lux on scoring position, now Tyler Stevenson.
Stevenson to left. Lux breaks clean. That splashes down. Windmill is on, and Lux cruises home and scores on a slide. It's 4-0 in the 4th. Something happened while Green was warming up, and oh no, he's coming out of the game. There was the throw, and Green seemed to say something. When it rains, it pours. Reds have been ravaged by injury, and Hunter Green, pitching brilliantly again, is lifted. And we just get official confirmation. Your eagle eye spot on. Right groin for Hunter Green.
Well, completely different pitcher, but his swing and miss stuff has been on par with what Hunter Green displayed through 3 innings. Struck out 3 of the 5 batters he's faced.
Drake Baldwin sends it out deep to right center. At the track, at the wall, and it's gone. Baldwin gets the Braves on the board in the 5th.
His 3rd of the year, and the Braves are on the board. They trail 4-1.
Got 2 on, 1 out. Olsen coming up. And Taylor with a 1-2 toward the middle and off the glove of De La Cruz. Riley will score. 4-2.
Now the switch hitting Ozzie Albies.
Out to center, but that will work. Ozuna scores, And we have a one-run ball game at Truist Park.
And now the tying run is at first, and the winning run will come to the plate in Eddie Rosario. Well, the Braves not dead yet.
Struck him out, and the Reds get their first win on the series.
Ohtani leading off first. Ohtani with 10 stolen bases to go with his 10 home runs.
Ohtani did not get a very good jump in the throw down to second, and they got him. Nicely done, Augustin Ramirez, who just caught his first ever big league potential base stealer.
Valente has been excellent so far today. He's through 5 innings of one-hit shutout ball. Belloso has walked 2. It's been Shohei Ohtani twice. He's picking his spots.
A nice ovation for Belloso as he exits stage left. So Cade Gibson will make his second big league appearance. In his assignment will be Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani takes it to the right center field gap. It splits the outfielders, and he'll get all the way to the wall. Does Shohei want 3? You bet he does. He makes the turnaround second, and he'll have third easily.
I'm not sure what was moving quicker, the ball off the bat or Shohei running the bases. And the Dodgers with runners at the corners and 1 out for Freddie Freeman.
One of the best in the business with runners in scoring position.
He swings, he lines at the left field, a base hit. Shohei will come in and score. The Dodgers take the lead. It's 1-0 as Freddie Freeman has driven in his 26th run of the season.
In total, 5+ for Knack, 4 hits, no runs yet, only 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and 75 pitches. All in all, he gave the Dodgers what they wanted today.
Exceptional job by Landon Knack.
He is responsible for the 2 runners on. For the Marlins threatening in the bottom of the 6th.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sauer put out the fire.
Landon, okay, Matt, as Edwards is stranded on third.
The Dodgers with 1 out have runners at first and second. Ha-Sung Kim coming to the plate.
That's a base hit to right. Green light for James Outman. The throw home from Sanchez. The play at the plate. Not in time. RBI Ha-Sung Kim, and the Dodgers double their lead.
So it's a pick your poison moment. You walk Ohtani and you pitch the Betts.
The 3-2 up and in. Ball 4. That'll bring another one home.
And now we've got this guy,
Freddie Freeman, who has terrorized the Marlins his entire career. That's to right center field. Freddie Freeman comes through again, as he always seems to do.
And into third with a bases clearing triple is Freddie Freeman. It is 6-0 Dodgers. What a day for Freddie.
Pages puts it in the left and puts 1 more on the board for the Dodgers. They hit 7 in the 7th.
And Muncy joins the hit parade. And with 2 outs, the Dodgers have runners at first and third. James Outman will come up. Oh, he swings well here, and he hammers one to center field. It's deep. It's back to the wall. It's gone. A home run. A 3-run home run for James Outman. It is 10-0 Dodgers.
Sauer unable to preserve a shutout. A sac fly for Sanchez. He'll take the RBI.
First and second and 2 men out. Going to bring up Dane Myers.
Fly ball center field. Outman on the warning track. That's a win for LA. They take the finale 10-1 and clinch a 4th consecutive series victory.
Jonathan Cannon, red hot lately, going to the mound for his 7th start. 38 innings, ERA of 4 1/4. That's been coming down. The strikeouts. He's not really a strikeout pitcher, but he'll get a few.
Runners at the corners with 1 out.
The Royals with a great opportunity here to take a lead in the very first inning.
On the ground to Rojas. He goes to second for 1, over to first. Double play turn.
Inning over.
And that's just what the doctor ordered. Perfect 5-4-3 double play.
Still no score as the Royals come up for a 5th time against right-hander Jonathan Cannon. Now they're 2 down. We'll see if Bobby can get it done. Bobby is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop to short tonight.
And to left field. Back goes Baldwin at the wall. Not this time. Bobby Witt Jr. hits a 2-out, 2-run home run.
The Royals finally get the big hit, and they lead 2-0 here in the 5th inning.
Now, he got in on him. It didn't sound like he got all barrel. And I'll tell you how strong the kid is. He can still hit it out of the ballpark. Michael Wacha doing it again. 7 strong innings. He's dealt against the White Sox over the last year or so. And he did again tonight. 3 hits, 1 walk, 5 punches. And got that ERA under 3 at 2.98. Fantastic work.
Off to the 8th at the K. Royals 2, White Sox nothing. And Lucas Erceg is now on the mound.
Good start for Erceg as he gets Sosa. 1 down in the 8th inning. Back-to-back strikeouts to begin the 8th inning.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Erceg.
And he strikes out the side.
3 up, 3 down via the strikeout against Ursig here in the 8th inning. It is a 2-0 Kansas City Royals lead. We're in the top of the 9th inning with some work to do here against their closer, Carlos Estevez. So the leadoff man aboard, and there is Robert.
All of a sudden, they had the tying run at the plate.
Rocket, and it's a fair ball down the line and left. Vargas, he will score. Robert Jr. puts on the brakes at first, but the Sox on the board, and it's a 1-run game here in the 9th with nobody out.
The White Sox with 3 straight hard hits against the closer Estevez.
Bond strikes out on a pitch up and away.
So he went after a pitch that was really not very close to the strike zone. Estevez, in his mind, has to be thinking as he's ready to pitch to Baldwin. A ground ball here could end the game.
And Baldwin swings and grounds it up the middle. Junior's got it. Out at second.
Woo, what a fancy play there. And great footwork by Bobby Baseball. You know, that saved a run, no doubt, but also Massey knew to go to the base and take that ball barehanded and get the force. Now there's 2 outs.
Brings up Josh Rojas. Runners on the corners. Robert on third.
Struck him out. Kamehameha. Beautiful. He got him. Blew it by him.
That happens at the end of the game. Closers aren't perfect, but that high heater worked.
Royals win it 2-1.
About a third of the lineup coming up. Ramon Laureano, Heston Kjerstad, and Emmanuel Rivera. Laureano getting his first action of the series.
In the air to center field, Buxton freezes for a moment. Now he's back. Now he's turning around, and that baby's gone. A solo homer for Ramon Laureano, and the Orioles have a 1-0 lead. To straightaway center field goes Ramon, his 4th of the year, and there's your early lead for Baltimore to begin this top of the 3rd.
Only base runner for the Twins, Ty France, with a leadoff walk in the 2nd. As this ball cued into left field, and that's a base hit. Laureano over to scoop it up, and Castro will settle in with a leadoff single. And the Twins have a base runner here, the tying run aboard, with nobody out in the 3rd for Cody Clemens. And he misses inside. He walked him. Oh, it hit him. That might have hit him. Not sure if that officially is a walk or a hit batter, but he's at first base. Cody does his job, and there are 2 on with nobody out for Byron Buxton. It was a hit batter.
And Buxton unloads high and deep to left field. Back it goes towards the 2nd deck and gone. He's homered now in 3 straight games, and there's that buck truck sighting early again tonight. And with 1 swing of the bat, the Twins take a 3-1 lead.
Well, great to see how healthy he's been to start the year, how well he's been swinging the bat, how well he's been running around the bases, just doing everything this team has needed after a slow start, just putting him on his back and providing so much energy.
Yeah, this is a moment where if you're Heston Kjerstad, you're probably not going to find a more favorable matchup.
And he lashes one into right field. That's down for a base hit. Tony Manzolino's going to rush Laureano to the plate. Here's the throw by Larnach. It dies in the middle of the diamond. Laureano scampers across. He scores on the RBI base hit from Heston Kjerstad.
That came in 208 with runners in scoring position. That number just jumped up.
Bader unavailable last night due to illness. Off the bench here tonight. He's hit safely in 8 straight games. Bader unloads to left field and deep. Back it goes and gone. Off the bench, a pinch hit, 2-run homer. Another big swing from Harrison Bader late in a ball game. It's 5-2.
That's how you come off the rack right there. Ready to hit. Got himself an at-bat off a lefty. What an addition to this team he has been.
So Bader now is hit safely in 9 straight games. And the lead grows to 3.
Duran has been fantastic, and he is on in a save situation. He's 4 for 4 in saves this year. And he faces Jackson Holliday.
Strike 3, paints at 101, and Holliday is out number 1.
It's amazing that he's able to get that ball to move like that at 101 miles an hour.
And you got Laureano up at the plate.
2-2. Swung on a missed. He struck him out. Down goes Laureano. Back-to-back strikeout for Joan Duran. And the Orioles are down to their final out. Swung on a missed. He struck him out. Duran strikes out the side. And the Twins strike down Baltimore. 5-2 your final tonight at Target Field.
Adolis Garcia will lead things off in the 4th for Texas. Rangers on top 1-0.
That ball's hit well. Down the left field line. If that stays fair, it is gone. And Adolis Garcia knocks one out. His 5th of the year, and he makes it 2-0 Rangers.
Frustration brewing for this Red Sox club. Dropped 5 of 6, and here's Bregman with 1 down.
Swinging a high fly ball left field, headed back toward the seats, and it is gone. Yes, the 200th of his career as well. Oh yeah. So a one-run game here in the 4th inning, and Mr. Consistent has gotten the Red Sox on the scoreboard. Swinging a high fly ball that's driven deep, way back. Garcia looking up, kissing goodbye. Abreu, second home run in the inning, and the Red Sox have tied it 2-2.
So Garcia sacrifice fly puts Rangers back in front. It's 3-2.
Nobody out, 2 on for Willier. Shot out to center field. Carter backing up on the track, turning the runs off the wall. Here comes Bregman to score. Here comes Campbell rounding. Here's the throw home. He dives out at the plate.
What a relay from Semien.
Campbell on deck, 2nd and 3rd.
And they're 2 away. I'd be shocked if they pitch to Alex Bregman here.
And a line drive into left field, down for a base hit. Long is in. Here comes Sadon. He scores. They decided to pitch to him, and the Sox grab the lead 5-3.
With the base open there in the 7th, how surprised were you they decided to pitch to you there?
Not surprised.
Willier with a home run and a double of his own tonight. Swinging a high drive down the right field line in the direction of the pesky pole. That is gone. He's done it again. His 2nd of the ball game. Now on top, 6-3.
Red Sox lead 6-3 as we go into the top of the 9th inning. He's been awesome, has Aroldis, 4 for 4 in save opportunities.
But he can get wild. First pitch swinging, and Young just launched that deep out to left and gone.
Second homer allowed by Chapman. How big does the Abreu homer feel now? Exhale. They're 2 away.
Runner on at first, and here comes the 0-2 pitch to Blaine Krim. Just got a piece of it.
104.
Wow, that was 104 miles an hour.
100 and barehanded caught it back.
That's the hardest he's thrown a pitch this year. Ball game. And a nice win for the Sox, 6-4. They knock off the Texas Rangers.
Rockies and the Tigers washed out yesterday. Doubleheader tomorrow. Should be a great matchup tonight in Game 1 with this team. Now a left-handed batter for Job is Ryan McMahon.
Oh, this ball hit well to center field. Baez going back, still going back. See you later. Welcome back, Ryan McMahon.
The Rockies jump out to a 2-0 lead.
Runners at 2nd and 3rd, nobody out in the 3rd. 3-0 Colorado. Baez at the plate. Sharp ground ball up the middle into center field, a base hit. Dingler will score. Sweeney right behind the big turn and hold. Javi Baez delivers again. What a road trip. Tigers cut into the Rockies' lead. It's now 3-2 Rockies.
And 1 out for the Rockies here in the 3rd. Michael Toglia coming up to the plate.
Got a 3-3 game in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
It's to Toglia. Is hit deep to right. Got a chance to go if it's fair, and it is a fair ball. It's a home run. That's a 2-run shot again for the Rockies. Rockies break the tie, take the lead 5-3.
Bases are loaded. Right now, opponents don't want to see this guy striding to the plate. How about that? Javi Baez, 10 for his last 25.
That's up the middle again. Javi Baez strikes. The Tigers will tie the game. 4 knocked in for Javi. It's the 4th inning.
1 large out to get to keep this game tied. It'll be the designated hitter, Colt Keith.
That into right center field should give the Tigers the lead. Here comes Sweeney. It's 6-5. Hold on to your hats for a couple days, folks. Runs aplenty.
6-5 Tigers, 2 outs here in the 4th. Jordan Beck, the man at the plate.
This ball line to left. Attaboy, Jordan Beck. He ties things up at 6 as Trejo comes down.
Green is the extra inning runner. Torkelson at the plate.
Torque in the air, right center. That's extra bases and gap worthy. Spencer Torkelson hands the Tigers the lead.
Attaboy, Torque. Best swing he's had all night, not close.
We're in the top of the 6th inning, a scoreless game.
An old friend now in a different uniform in Yusei Kikuchi.
Been tremendous.
Guerrero is rumbling on his way to second and in there with a stand-up double.
Feels like 1 or 2 runs could mean a lot in this ball game where offense has been tough to come by.
But they've got one now into center field. Here comes Guerrero, and the Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead.
Angels
This offense is trying to style, and they have not been able to tonight. They've been shut out by Jose Barrios. He has been really excellent tonight.
Boy, is he making big pitches. It was Moncada who hit the 3-run home run off Jeff Hoffman in the bottom of the 8th inning last night.
There's a fly ball to right, hit pretty well. Springer is back for it out near the wall. It is gone! A game-tying shot for Yoan Moncada. His second homer in as many nights.
Back-to-back Huda Moncada. Base hit, by the way, for Andres Jimenez. Runners on the corners, nobody out, and Miles Straw up in a tie game.
Up the middle, a base hit on an 0-2 pitch. Clement in to score. Jimenez to second, and the Blue Jays take the lead again. It's the second bunt single of the inning for the Blue Jays, and this one loads the bases. Nobody out, and here's Bo Bichette. That'll do it. A liner into left, a base hit. Jimenez is in, and Straw right behind him, and it is 4-1.
A big couple of runs in this ball game.
Jose Barrios, who had the bullpen up behind him in the 5th inning. And he's still out there in the 7th at 88 pitches. Number 9 batter Kyron Paris. And he hits this one hard, straight away center. Straw is back out near the wall. It is gone.
That's getting locked back in. Kyron Paris, yes. What a swing. Just like that, Barrios, he out of the game now. He was solid.
The Angels have runners everywhere with no outs, down by 2 in the bottom of the 9th.
And here comes Pete Walker. He's going to plead with Hoffman to get somebody out. This is where your big boys have got to come through. Ward, Soler, and Ohapi with the game on the line.
There's a fastball for strike 3 called, and out number 1.
1 out. Jorge Soler has a broken bat base hit tonight. The Angels will certainly take that in this spot. Line drive, fair down the left field line. Paris comes in. The ball gets away in the corner. It's over. Say goodnight to the Blue Jays. Jorge Soler wins it for the Angels.
2 down, and Jackson Merrill. It's his second AB of the night. One of the warning track in center in the first. Now drives one to right field. Back goes Judge looking up, and it is gone! Merrill Madness has come to Yankee Stadium in New York.
Jackson Merrill's first since coming off the IL.
Padres take a 1-0 lead.
Base is empty for Martin Maldonado.
Maldonado wraps one to right field. Going back is Judge, and he dropped the ball, allowing Maldonado to go to second.
Just closed it a little bit too quick. Good news for Max Fried. There's still 2 outs. Still work your way out of this.
That is an E9 on Aaron.
Second and third, 2 down. Luis Arraez trying to add on to this 1-run lead for the Padres.
He gets another try. This one he puts away with 2 hands, and that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. So here's Judge, who has struck out twice in this game against Cease.
And Judge strikes out for the 3rd time. Dylan Cease strikes him out of the 1st, in the 3rd, and now in the 6th.
And a 1-2-3 6th inning for Dylan Cease, who has still not allowed a hit tonight.
And it'll be Goldschmidt to lead it off. On the ground, up the middle, over goes Bogaerts behind the bag at second. The throw, dug out by Arraez. That's the first out of the 7th inning.
Now Bellinger.
Bellinger to right. Fernando going back. The first Yankees hit of the night is a home run for Bellinger. With 1 out in the 7th, the no-hitter is gone. So is the lead.
And that's a proper way to break up a no-hitter.
Yeah, breaks a shutout, no-hitter, does it all in 1 swing in the bat.
Jason Dominguez gets into the left-handed batter's box.
He's just kind of flexing out that hand after that last pitch. He didn't hurt himself. He is coming out of this game. So the no-hitter is gone. Hopefully Dylan Cease is okay. Pitched a masterpiece here tonight at Yankee Stadium.
Fried, I guess the pitch count monster got him. He pitched 7 very strong 1-run innings. So now they'll turn to Ian Hamilton. 2 walks by Hamilton. And Boone's going to take the ball from Hamilton.
The new pitcher is Luke Weaver.
So they call in essentially their closer in a 1-1 game to get Jackson Merrill.
Line towards the gap in left center field. That's going to get in for a hit. Padres take a 2-1 lead. Sac fly for Xander Bogaerts, and they get 2 here in the 8th.
So Grisham with 9 home runs on the season. Yankees looking for a little magic right here as he pinch hits for Bibas. High drive, right field. Tatis back, turning, looking, see ya! A pinch hit, 2-run home run for Grisham, and the game is tied at 3.
We will have bonus baseball in New York tonight. Going to the 10, tied at 3.
The Yankees go to Devin Williams.
Xander Bogaerts with the bases loaded and 2 out here in the 10th inning.
Swing and a miss, got him on the change. And Williams is pumped up as he strides off the mound.
over to third is Dominguez.
They're going to send up J.C. Escarra to pinch hit for Peraza. Now he wants his first walk-off. It's right there in front of him, pinch hitting. Fly ball left field. This should get it done. Hayward back, still back. He makes the catch.